What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's video. I'm here from the future. When this video was shot, I think it was a couple weeks ago, but I think it was when I was like about 32 weeks out. It's a full day of eating, but when I looked at the recording that I shot, I forgot to turn on the mic, which has been happening quite a bit. But just wanted to welcome you guys to the video. What we're going to be doing is this full day of eating. Total macros, what we're going to be shooting for is 59 fat, 305 carb, and 300 protein. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, we're off to a really hot start. So also the breakfast that I ate was not in there as well. So let me tell you guys what I had. I had 2 scoops of the Frosted Chocolate Cupcake protein from PE Science. Yes, you can use Kevin to save 15%. Mixed that into a pudding and I put 80 grams of Kix on top of it. And Kix cereal is actually really underrated. I've been eating it a lot recently, and it's got a pretty high volume for the amount of like carbs and stuff. So the total macros for this first meal is going to be 6 fat, 53 protein, and 74 carbs. So that's what we're starting off. That's my pre-training meal. I watched the video through, and I was like, it looks like I fasted up until like 12 o'clock, but that's not how I usually roll. But so that is meal number 1, and then enjoy the rest of the video. Finished up in the gym. So the gym is right there. There is Crunch Fitness. That's where I train. And then now this building that we're walking right next to is the is Stop & Shop. So our, what's it called? The grocery store is right next to the gym. So pretty much the one-stop shop. I can go do my training and then come over here. I'm running low on my obsession real recently because guys, you gotta eat your vegetables. I've been eating a lot of cauliflower rice and a lot of mashed cauliflower. So I'm gonna be showing you those. I'm out of the cauliflower rice, so I'm gonna be picking that up. And I'm probably going to be using that in a couple meals today. And also Amon's cutting too, so he'll definitely enjoy some cauliflower rice.
Oh, yeah.
But we're just going to get in there, also grab some Powerade Zeros. I'm one of those guys where, especially if I'm pressed for time, I'll go into the store and I'll just eat some beef jerky as I'm shopping and like a Powerade Zero, but then I'll pay for it at the end. So we're just going to grab some Powerade Zeros, do some shopping, grab some cauliflower rice. Follow us. Probably my favorite drink is Powerade Zero, and it just uses erythritol, 0 calories. So erythritol, oh wait, they got rid of erythritol. What? They changed these up. All right, scratch that. I don't know what kind of sweetener they use, but it's delicious. So we're gonna drink some of this and now go grab some cauli. There's like Jersey Girl t-shirts in here. I should get one and cut it up. Here. All right, guys. So my client, Dustin, shout out to Dustin Stewart. Crushed in a healthy flesh prescription. Also, like, I think here's his transformation. We'll put that there. But so we got the game changer. This is what I like to do, or at least my obsession right now. When dieting, when bulking, it's a struggle to get your 4 to 6 servings of vegetables every day, just because you're so satiated. Vegetables are very satiating and low in calories. So when bulking, you gotta make an added effort. So a lot of my clients, I'm like, hey, make that a point to do it this week. When you're cutting, it's really easy to get up to like, for me personally, like 10 to 12 servings a day. Especially when I'm getting deep into a cut, just to get that feeling of satiety. So right here, here's a game changer for keeping carbs down. So we got rice cauliflower. I'm gonna pull it out and show you guys what the macros are. Also, the mashed cauliflower is good too. The roasted garlic. So let me pull this up. They got family starters. All right. So it is 20 calories a serving, only 4 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of fiber. So that's nutty. Actually, damn, you could eat this whole thing. That's 7 servings. I could definitely put this down. Usually I get the small one, which is like 4 servings, so it's like what, 80 calories. It's only gonna be like 30 grams of carbs, and I may do like 100 grams of rice to give it a little bit more of that rice feeling, because rice is a little bit more robust. The other thing is the cauliflower. Let's show you. That's 3 grams of fat. This one, the original. So I would say you might as well get roasted garlic, because that's 3 grams of fat too. So this for 3 servings. So you got 3 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, 3 grams of fiber. So not too bad. These I may only have like 1 at a time, because having this whole thing is going to be 9 grams of fat. I only have 60 for the day, and I'd rather save a good amount of that for like popcorns or something I really enjoy. We're going to pick up some of these. Usually one of my first 2 meals or something when I'm working is going to be rice cauliflower, and then maybe like either beef or it's going to be some chicken. So we're going to grab a couple of these, check out, and probably see you guys at home. But yeah, some light work on the cauliflower. Me anymore. So dudes. Alright, comment down below if you would like to see us do like a full like week of food haul. So like a full like grocery type video. Comment down below if you'd like to see that. If not, also comment down below and say I would not watch that.
I would watch it.
Thanks, Amon. You always watch all the stuff all your content you make. You have to watch it because you're editing it. I mean, it is kind of cold out though. You could turn the car on to start heating because it's not a 2007 Corolla anymore.
How long have you had that for?
The Corolla?
Yeah.
So, the story with me in a car. So I had a 2003 Sable with my high school car, and then that started breaking down a lot in like college. So one day it wouldn't start, the battery wouldn't go. So I called my dad, who was an hour down south. I was like, yo, like the car won't start, and I tried to jump it, it wouldn't work. They came up and they jumped on the first try. So then my mom and dad were just like shaking their head as we drove back down south because I was working at a pharmacy at the time. And then so that day, so the next morning when I had to drive to work, it didn't start again. Tried jumping it, my dad couldn't get it to start. So I was like, all right, I have some validity again. And then that weekend, me and my dad switched because he had the Corolla, which had way better mileage. I was a poor college student. So at that time, I got the Corolla. So I've had that probably like 4 years, 3 or 4 years. And now we got the spaceship. So big jump.
Use your hand.
I got it for now. All right, so we got meal number 2 coming at you. So right here we have, I need to get a spoon. Get a spoon. Here we go. So we have some cauliflower rice. Like, look at that. Cauliflower rice is the move. And then under it we have just a bunch of ground beef. That's 96.4 ground beef. Typically, I want to have 96.4 or leaner, but of course, it's a little more expensive than not every grocery store kind of has it. So going 93.7 is good, but you're just going to be spending a good amount of fat if you're getting a lot of protein from it. So I have 2.5 servings of that, so that's about like 62 grams of protein or so. And then we have the cauliflower rice. My goal with this meal is usually to keep pretty much my fats down as well, because, and Layton sent over some really damn good high fat treats, which I'll show you guys in a minute. But this kind of would taste pretty bad if I ate it like this. So we're gonna throw down probably my favorite condiment right now, just a ton of soy sauce. That's gonna be good to keep muscles hydrated, get enough sodium. Yeah, that's kind of a lot. So, and also just give some flavor. So this is gonna be meal number 2. This is 3.5 servings of vegetables right here. So people that struggle getting their vegetables in or getting their fiber in, I think that this is gonna be at least 8 grams of fiber or so. And then we're gonna put the macros down here. But really easy meal. You can just toss this. Frozen vegetables, my game changer, especially for dieting. You just throw it in. And I mean, if you want to, you don't like cauliflower rice, say go like 50-50 with like some made rice. But I'm saving my carbs for later. So gonna finish this up. I'm on fasting, and then probably gonna have a nice ice cream treat in a minute. I'll show you guys that. All right, so part 2 of that meal, because this is pretty much what I've been spending most of my fats on, because these are so damn good. But we're gonna take, that one's not open. Oh, we're gonna open a new box. Damn. All right, so these I think are some of Elaine's best work yet. At least like taste-wise they are. The macros are just okay, because it's literally 9 grams of fat, something like 14 carb and 5 protein. So they're just so damn good. It's pretty much like just like a, what are those called, Klondike bar on a stick, but like their chocolate is actually like really thick and really solid, because we like it thick. So we got this swag daddy of a thing. Thick chocolate action. It falls apart. Don't want the dogs to be eating this chocolate, but this is pretty much like, this is worth 9 grams of fat, so it's really tasty. And this got like 5 grams of fiber. So gonna eat this, gonna get into my calls for the day. So that's gonna be like what, 10:30ish to like 1, and then probably gonna have our next meal sometime in between or so. But we'll see you then. Cool. All right, so we have meal number 3 right here. Just pretty much trying to get another protein feeding. I'm just a little bit hungry. So the problem with the rice cauliflower is, yeah, there's a lot of volume. There was a lot of stuff fitting in the bowl, but pretty much after an hour or so, you're gonna start feeling that hunger just because it doesn't have as many calories as the rice or something else. But next meal, it's been like 2.5 hours or 3 hours. We got some more protein pudding, some more of that P Science protein pudding, and I put some more boring cereal in this. This is actually corn squares. Corn squares. I have a serving and a half of that, so not too many calories in this meal, but getting a good 50 grams of protein. It's always a benefit to get multiple protein feedings in the day. Probably like 3, 4, 5 or so is gonna be a good move, and also that'll help you stay satiated throughout the day. But me and Mom were talking, if you can, probably fasting is a really good approach because it's just easier to deal with those periods of being hungry throughout the day. Because if you are in a calorie deficit, if you are losing weight, what I tell my clients is sometimes that feeling of hunger is positive feedback showing that you are in a deficit. So don't always be scared of being hungry when you are cutting or when you are in a deficit, because it's gonna be happening eventually. But I'm gonna eat this up. Again, highly recommend that chocolate pudding, frosted chocolate cupcake, PE Science, and I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go probably take the thumbnail and a couple of videos for the previous video at the park. Then we're gonna come back and finish up some work. All right, so we are on our way back to that same eating place we went to for the last full day of eating. We got Sarku, also a macro hack if you get the shrimp. But today we're gonna be going to Chipotle, so I'm gonna show you some of my strategies that I use to keep calories down. But today I really haven't eaten too much. I'm at like 1,700. I'm not too crazy hungry or anything. But I'm gonna show you some of the tips and tricks I use at Chipotle to keep calories down, because that's one of my staples when cutting. I've noticed just as my calories come down, the amount of times I end up at Chipotle goes up. So we're gonna go over there and I'll show you what we're gonna be getting, and see you in a bit. All right, so Nicole brought Effie's from yesterday. Oh my God, my credit card. So Nicole got Effie's from yesterday, our leftovers, but I think our next full day of eating, we gotta go there, and I'm gonna show you guys how to track your macros when you're like at a sit-in type place that doesn't have their macros tracked. And when you got that Baba Ganoush. She got mad at me for like dropping some hot sauce, but I'm gonna go get a spoon. Oh, I didn't know it changes. All right, so what we got here and today is we got a lot of lettuce at the end. We got the pico and we got hot salsa. And as you can see, we got a little steak action in there. We got double. So what I do to keep carbs down, keep fiber and keep the satiety up in protein, instead of getting rice, I get both beans, so black and pinto. And then, yeah, that's pretty much that. They keep the calories down and get the fiber up. But then also steak is actually their leanest protein they have here. I think it's like 5 grams of fat per serving. So I doubled up on that. Barbacoa is also a pretty lean source. So those are probably the meats that I would recommend if you're really deep into your cut. But if you're not deep into a cut and you got fat to play with, carnitas is the way to go. But because I got some extra carbs today, I got the soft tortillas on the side, which is a game changer, and the way I recommend to eat your Chipotle. But as prep keeps going, as I get more and more poverty in terms of macros, probably not going to be having this too much in the future. We're going to go salads like Amon did. But that's a pretty bowl. But that's going to be our dinner right now. Macros are going to be down below, but we're going to eat this up, and then we are going to head back and I guess get dessert or hopefully popcorners. All right, last meal of the day. We just got back from Chipotle, but Amon has happy hour to get to because he's graduating soon, so happy stuff. But we're gonna finish the day out. I need like 60 grams of protein and 5 grams of fat and a little bit of carbs, so you already know. We're gonna have some popcorners, but we gotta hit the protein too, so we're gonna do 1.7 scoops of PE Science protein. So as you guys know, Frosted Chocolate Cupcake is my favorite. Also, I don't know if we talked about it, but these tattoos that I got, these are from the case study where we did like the ultrasound to get like my biceps to the bone and see like that distance. And then also here we just did skin calipers. So I'm all marked up, tatted. But I'm gonna have Snickerdoodle right now because Snickerdoodle makes a really good shake. I like the Frosted Chocolate Cupcake as a pudding. It also makes a solid shake, but probably Snickerdoodle is the way to go. So I need math, 52.7 grams. Close enough. Ooh! All right, so this is gonna be finishing up that protein with that, and then gonna have, oh, one's already open. But you already know. The 1 ounce of the jalapeno cheddar popcorners right there. So just a small cup of that. Might as well weigh it out and show you. I'm gonna show you guys what 1 serving actually looks like, because apparently we always misjudge that in terms of like, what's it called? When you're having like peanut butter and stuff like that, it's always easy to have 1 serving turn into 3. So 28 grams. We'll take that. So that's how big 1 serving of popcorners is. All right. So I'm gonna have this delicious and perfect mixture of cheddar, jalapeno, and cinnamon cookie. But that's gonna do it for today's video pretty much. I'm gonna eat this up It's about 5, but we're going to bed in like 3 hours. I got a shower, and then I got a couple more calls to finish out the day. But macros, I think I already checked them. 303 protein, the goal was 300. We got carbs was 303 as well, and the goal was 305. And we got to 61 fat, goal was 59. So everything is about where it should be in the 2,900 realm of calories. So that's gonna do it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Let us know down below if you'd like to see, again, that shopping video that we'll go to later on. And hopefully the next full day of eating, we're gonna go to Effie's and show you how to track something that isn't available on MyFitnessPal. But without further ado, Mom's gonna go get to happy hour, and then I'm gonna go get to showering. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video. Keep it flexible. I'm out.